They called him a genius, a self-made billionaire, a titan of real estate who turned his name into a global brand. But behind the towering buildings and gold-plated elevators, Donald Trump built something else entirely: an empire of debt. From his earliest days in business, Trump relied not on financial prudence, but on spectacle. The image of success became more important than the numbers. And in the world of high-stakes finance, illusion can be more powerful than reality. If you're already intrigued by the cracks beneath Trump's golden facade, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is where we uncover the darkest secrets hidden behind the power of money. Trump's journey into the business world began with his father, Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer in New York. Fred gave Donald a head start, not just with money, but with connections. Despite claims of starting from scratch, Trump received millions in support, both directly and through shady tax schemes later revealed in investigative reports. In the 1980s, Trump exploded onto the scene. He bought the Plaza Hotel, Trump Tower, and multiple casinos in Atlantic City. His name became synonymous with luxury, and the media couldn't get enough. But behind the glitz, the math didn't add up. Trump was borrowing heavily from banks, investors, and even foreign sources to keep his empire afloat. The Trump Taj Mahal, a casino he called the eighth wonder of the world, opened in 1990. It cost over $1 billion to build and was financed almost entirely through junk bonds. Within a year, the Taj Mahal filed for bankruptcy. It wouldn't be the last. Trump's business failures are staggering. Over the years, his companies declared bankruptcy 6 times. The casinos in Atlantic City bled money. Trump Airlines failed. Trump Steaks vanished. Trump Vodka disappeared. Trump Magazine folded. Trump Mortgage collapsed. Trump University was shut down after being sued for fraud. Time and time again, Trump walked away, often richer, while investors, employees, and students were left with the wreckage. He cultivated a persona of invincibility. He was the comeback king. Even when the empire crumbled, Trump knew how to shift blame. The market was to blame. The regulators, the press. Anyone but himself. How did he survive? Branding. Trump mastered the art of selling himself. He licensed his name to buildings he didn't own, products he didn't make, and deals he barely touched. The illusion of success was enough to keep money flowing. When banks stopped lending, he turned to less traditional sources, including foreign banks and individuals tied to questionable regimes. He became a fixture on tabloid covers, not for his business acumen, but for his flair. Every appearance was calculated, every statement designed to provoke. Love him or hate him, Trump made sure you were watching. By the time he launched The Apprentice in 2004, Trump had already been written off by much of the financial world, but television revived his image. The show portrayed him as a decisive billionaire boss. In reality, his fortune was shrinking and debt was piling up. But for millions of viewers, Trump was the embodiment of success. This carefully crafted image became the foundation of his political rise. In 2016, he ran for president as an outsider, a businessman who knew how to win. Few questioned the financial mess he left behind. Few looked at the bankruptcies, the lawsuits, the unpaid workers. While in office, Trump continued to profit. His hotels charged foreign dignitaries. His properties hosted political events. The presidency became an extension of the brand, and the debts didn't disappear. In fact, investigations revealed that Trump owed hundreds of millions of dollars while serving as president, some of it to entities never fully disclosed. Behind closed doors, accountants and lawyers scrambled to keep the empire from collapsing. Loans were restructured, assets were moved, shell companies massed ownership. The financial web grew more tangled, more opaque. Trump's tax returns, long hidden from public view, eventually revealed massive losses. He paid little to no federal income taxes for years. Despite earning millions through licensing deals, the debt service on his properties often outpaced his income. It was a financial balancing act, and one misstep could bring it all crashing down. And through it all, Trump claimed victory. Every failure was reframed as a lesson. Every lawsuit was fake news. The empire, fragile as it was, stood tall. Not because it was stable, but because it was built on spectacle, repetition, and deflection. He leaned on loyalists, both in business and in government. Allies were rewarded, critics were attacked. Media narratives were shaped, suppressed, or spun to fit the brand. Even after his presidency, Trump sought to maintain influence. He launched Truth Social, criticized mainstream platforms, and continued to fundraise. His legal issues mounted, from classified documents to attempts to overturn election results, but his core base remained fiercely loyal. Legal experts warned of the growing implications. Financial analysts questioned the sustainability of his business structure, but Trump defied gravity again and again. Whether through political spectacle or legal maneuvering, the empire stayed afloat. Insiders revealed how Trump's organization operated like a fortress, loyal, closed, and ruthless. Many employees remained silent out of fear or loyalty. Others, once pushed out, began to speak. Whistleblowers detailed questionable accounting practices, inflated asset values, and pressures to sign off on figures that didn't add up. Congressional hearings and investigative journalists continued to dig. Patterns emerged: repeated misrepresentations of wealth, coordinated image management, a deliberate blurring of business and politics. Behind the scenes, former allies turned on him. Lawyers once loyal began cooperating with authorities. Court. Documents revealed internal chaos, conflicting statements, and panic among executives as legal walls closed in. Yet in public, Trump remained defiant. He leveraged outrage. Each indictment was a badge of honor. Each investigation, a witch hunt. And for his supporters, every attack seemed to validate his narrative. It was us versus them, truth versus lies. Trump versus the system. Today, long after his presidency, the debts remain. So do the lawsuits, but the brand somehow persists. Donald Trump turned debt into a business model, controversy into capital, and scandal into strategy. This is not just the story of one man's ambition, it's a reflection of a system where image often matters more than integrity, and where the shadows of greed are deeper than we think. The tale of Trump's empire is a cautionary chronicle, one that asks us to question what success really looks like and at what cost it is achieved. And if we keep mistaking noise for strength, drama for truth, and spectacle for power, then perhaps the next empire of debt is already being built, right before our eyes.